7 Low-Light Houseplants for Beginners by Focus, New York. These easygoing plants are perfect for new plant parents, frequent travelers, or those who haven't had luck with plants in the past. Maintaining a healthy plant collection requires big windows and plenty of sunlight, right? Well, not exactly. Different plant species have evolved to survive in almost every kind of environment, and many tropical plants grow far below the jungle canopy where the sun is blocked or heavily filtered. But first, the basics. For rooms with really low light, you'll want to choose a plant with the darkest leaves you can find. Though many houseplants have become popular for their stunning variegated leaves, which come in different shades and colors depending on the variety, dark green leaves help plants absorb light, making it easier for them to thrive in the shade. When it comes to watering, you'll want to be cautious not to show your low-light plants too much love. Because they receive less light, water evaporates slowly, and their soil stays moist for longer periods of time. You'll have to adjust your watering schedule to match the lighting conditions. The lower the light level, the less frequently you should water. Once used to make bowstrings, this herbaceous West African plant now serves more innocuous purposes. Its tall, sword-shaped foliage stands upright, giving the snake plant a sculptural presence that's made it a popular choice for design-conscious plant owners. You can also find cultivars with different variegations, like the silver snake plant with gray-green leaves, or the Laurentii that has a bright yellow outline. The ZZ plant is another rhizomatic favorite that's great at withstanding the occasional spell of neglect. They grow in tight columns with glossy, ovate leaves that climb upwards in a symmetrical arrangement along the length of each stalk. ZZ plants are so hardy that they're even able to survive without any natural light, although we wouldn't recommend that if you want your plant to look full and healthy. Also known as the devil's ivy because of how difficult it is to kill and how little light it needs to stay green, the golden pothos is a classic beginner houseplant. This climbing plant grows hanging trails that can reach up to 10 feet long indoors. Foliage on the golden pothos is often variegated with splotches of white and yellow on green. Other varieties have more exaggerated contrasts like the marble queen, whose leaves are mostly white and speckled with shades of green. For a low-light plant with prominent flowers, look no further than the popular peace lily, with its elegant inflorescence. The actual buds of the flower grow in tight clusters on a spadix surrounded by a modified lily-white leaf bract. Its broad leaves have a tendency to collect dust, so a quick wipe down every once in a while will keep your peace lily looking great and help it better absorb sunlight. Aloe is a versatile succulent known for its moisturizing properties and easy care. For indoor potting, choose a small plant with a tight rosette and plump, healthy leaves. Use well-draining soil to prevent root rot. Shriveling leaves indicate it's time to water, while wilting suggests overwatering. The Heartleaf Philodendron is an easy-going vine that can deal with a variety of lighting conditions. Like pothos, you can let them hang loose or train them to climb upward along a moss pole or similar support. The most common type of Philodendron heteration is a rich, consistent green, but other varieties like the silver stripe, with bands of creamy white. Introduced to the West in the late 19th century, these beautiful foliage plants have been grown for good luck in China and Asia for centuries. But it wasn't until the 20th century that the number of hybrids really exploded, with 29 introduced in the 90s alone. Now you can find them in dozens of variegations, with some in fiery crimson or sweet shades of pink and magenta. Darker green varieties will tolerate shade, while colorful ones will need a little more light. These 7 low-light plants are relatively hardy and easy to care for, making them perfect for new plant parents, frequent travelers, or those who haven't had luck with plants in the past. The main thing to remember is that with low-light plants, less is usually more. A little attention and minimal watering go a long way in supporting their growth. Let us know in the comments your favorite low-light plant and any tips you have to keep them thriving. And don't forget to subscribe.